Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Portland Pickles pregame show. Tonight is Keep Portland Weird Night. Oh boy, yeah, it's going to get weird, folks. Anyway, game 2 out of 3 with our friends, the Kelowna Falcons. And, Mike Chexx on my right, Mark Magdelano on my left. Let's get weird.
Sounds good. Well done, by the way.
That's the weird part of this one.
Well,
for me.
all right,
Yeah,
that's
we'll
fair.
take
That's
That's fair.
well, as I'm used to doing, Coach. Congratulations on getting win number 38 last night.
Yeah, thank you.
Ethan Marmee gets the W last night, 6 strong after a shaky first inning. He really settled in.
Yeah, he sure did. I mean, he's been getting better and better, being able to repeat his mechanics and his delivery, and he's fun to watch now.
Absolutely was fun to watch. Ryder Vane then threw 2 scoreless, and Zach Hauser closed the shutout.
Yeah, the new guys, Vane came in and did a great job throwing strikes and strike thrower like we expected him to be. I sort of expected him to be, but you never know because in front of our crowd for the first time.
Right.
He handled that well, and Zach Hauser's been here a while, so he's got no problem with the crowd. He was electric.
He was through a great 9th inning. You also got contributions up and down the lineup. Almost every single starter had a hit last night. And your top 4 in the lineup, Kashimoto, Barber, Briseño, and Griffith, a combined 10 RBIs between the 4 of them.
Oh, I'd take that every night, right?
Every single night.
Absolutely, yes.
So a great performance all around. I noticed last night, somebody pointed out that more of your starters last night were minority players than were not. And that's not the first time this season that that's happened.
No, it's not. It's, baseball, I don't know the percentage on it, but I know the percentage is under 10%, and it's been like that for a long time as far as minorities in the game. You can look at any roster up and down in the country. I think last night our infield was comprised of Americans from different cultures. We had African American on first base, actually he's from Ghana, and our second baseman was Filipino American. Our shortstop was Hawaiian Japanese American. Our third baseman was Mexican American. Our left fielder was Mexican American. Our center fielder was African American, and our designated hitter was Mexican American.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight, much of the same. They're performing and playing on our team. Tonight, Joe Williams will be behind the plate, so we'll be another diverse lineup, to say the least. I'm proud of it. I mean, it's a game for everybody, and it's supposed to represent our society, and it's supposed to be like an orchestra, right? Where every different culture, every different ethnic group plays a different instrument, and it's our job to play together and make that music, without being corny, beautiful, right?
Right.
So, and I think it's the way the world should be. Right? We're in a highly competitive environment out here with a lot of pressure, whether it's perceived, real, whatever it is, and we're pulling and working in the same direction. I'm proud of what we do in this organization. I'm proud of the team that I've recruited, the team that I put on the field every night, no matter what we put on the field or who we put on the field.
Well, and you've done a great job so far this season. Is that something that you all took into account when starting to construct the team? Like, were you looking to make it as diverse as possible, or is it just one of those things where you're looking at everybody regardless, and it doesn't matter if they're going to, if it fits within the system and what y'all are trying to do, you're going to bring them in?
First of all, I put the roster together.
Okay.
It's my job, mine alone.
Gotcha.
I love that Parcells quote where he says, I don't want to coach unless I can buy the groceries. I'm not going to cook dinner. Right?
Okay.
When I put a roster together, first and foremost, we want talented players who are men of character, and we double check that. We understand we want them to fit our system, and we've talked about the system and how we play. And it doesn't matter to me where you're from, who you are, as long as you're capable of doing the things that we want you to do in Portland. Am I proud that a lot of our players are from different cultures? Yes. And is it something that I look at and go, yeah, I do. I think it's important to give everybody an opportunity no matter what. So you don't get an opportunity just because you're from a different group. You just need to be good at what you do. But yeah, I do build a roster a bit based on, I want diversity in the locker room. I think it's healthy. I think it's important to our organization. I think it's important to our society. I think it's something bigger than baseball, and I'm proud of what we do here. I'm proud of the job. I'll say this without slapping myself on the back. I'm proud of the job that I've done here, as far as constructing the lineup and constructing the roster and doing things the way we do things.
I'm definitely proud to be a part of it, and I'm glad to give voice to what y'all do on the field, and I'm glad I get the chance to do this.
It's what a lot of brave men and women have fought and died for. So yeah, it's emotional to me. I love watching that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Is it fun watching the team come together through their interactions?
Oh
and
man, if you were in that clubhouse, you would understand that we all know we're different, right? And that's the important part of the whole deal. We know we're different. You see you're different, right? But we all know we're the same. We all know that we're pulling in the same direction. We have a common goal. And that we build a brotherhood, and we do it every year, and it's fun. It's exciting to watch. It's life changing to be around young people that are so fantastic at what they do, and they are so open minded and so real, and they tell the truth. They're learning to just say their truths, man, and it's fun. I mean that's what I love about being a part of a coaching staff and being part of a group, and it's something that you can't put words to. Right, when you're just getting a chance to compete with people from all over the country, from different ethnic groups, from different socio-economic groups, just different backgrounds, different areas. It's a great time.
It's got to be a great reward as a coach to be able to get to see that year in and year out.
It is rewarding, and it makes me realize that we're not far off as a country and as a world of being in a better place. I mean, I have faith. They give me faith. And I get to watch young people grow up. I get to see young men do their deal, and I get to watch them fail, which means you're moving towards success. I get to watch how they get up and compete. So I get to watch their successes and their failures. I get to see their interactions, and it keeps me young, man. It keeps me young.
Well, they've done a good job of that as well. So the team now finds themselves in first place in the West Coast League South second half, in case you weren't aware. Do you take anything away from that with 2 games to go still?
Trying to win game 39. I'm not going to change, man. It's just the same thing for me. We got up this morning, put a lineup together we thought that would help us be successful tonight, and just keep moving forward. Just crossing our T's and dotting our I's, making sure we follow our game plan, stay in our routine, and follow our process. And the only thing that's important to us is game 39.
Did you at least give yourself a second last night to pat yourselves on the back for achieving a new franchise record in wins?
I just recently had a young coach tell me, he said, hey man, I have won my entire career. Been in the business for 2 or 3 years. Every place I go, I win. And the key word was that every place I go, I win. Well, I learned a long time ago, and I've said this before on the show, that you can't make tortilla soup without tortillas, right? You can't make chicken soup without chickens, right? So coaches don't win games. Managers don't win games. You prepare a team, but ultimately they're on the field. They compete. You've got to put them in a position to win a game in the 7th, 8th, and 9th, and they go out and do their deal. Coaches lose games. Managers lose games by trying to be too smart, too creative, trying to control the narrative. I believe that players should have the opportunity to perform and do their deal. That being said, when things go well, they get all the credit. When things go bad, I will stand up and take the blame. That's the way a leader's supposed to do things. But ultimately, I did not win one of those 38 games. Players won those 38 games. Players make coaches. Bad players make bad coaches and you get fired. Average coaches make average coaches and you get fired. Great players make a manager overrated, but you get to keep your job. So but I've had some great players, and I'm just fortunate. And then on top of that, throughout my career, especially here, I mean, Jim Hopple's been with me every step of the way, and he deserves as much credit as anybody on the staff. Brian Grant obviously does a great job with the pitchers, and Coach Barkus does a tremendous job with the defense and coaching third, and Griff does a great job with the catchers. But ultimately, I love them all, but Hop's been here the longest, and he lives in the shadows.
Yeah.
He lives in the shadows. And you will never find a more loyal man than Jim Hopple. Little known fact, Jim Hopple's the one that hired me here in the Pickles, got me hired here in 2016, and then stepped aside and let me be the man when I took the manager job. And a lot of people might have turned and run and said, hey man, that's not a good thing, but he was my friend, he stuck with me, and he and I have been together now 9 years, been roommates on the road, so he gets no credit, and it's not fair because he's the guy that keeps the glue together here, right?
Right.
And he deserves all the accolades that the pickle organization should give him, the fans should give him. He should be recognized for being great at what he does, great human being, great rapport with the players. He does things to help us, our relationships amongst players, because I've got to be the heavy hand, right?
Right.
And him and Barkus do a great job at that, and so does BG, and they all do. But Jim Hopple's been here 9 years, and if everybody knew that story, I'd like you to put yourself in Hop's position and say, hey, you hire the guy, and he becomes the manager, and you're working side by side with him, right? So not a lot of people are selfless enough to do that, and he was. And I'm proud to call him my friend, and I'm excited that I get to go every day down the dugout and be next to him. He's a snores in the bedroom than when we were on the road, but I still love him and all that stuff. Right? Yeah.
Well, it's definitely been fun getting to be down there in the dugout with y'all every once in a while and seeing your relationship, because it is very apparent that you are very good friends.
Right, we are good friends.
Well, Coach, it is Keep Portland Weird night tonight. Good luck on game number 39. We'll be cheering for you up here, absolutely. And Ron, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
Sure.
All right.
Go
Pickles!